This is as far as I can stretch to play a chord. But that is successfully 3 octaves of B flat minor, which is what you're here to learn, right? So without further ado, let's do it. All right, B flat minor consists of B flat, and F. Sorry, it's also A sharp, but like I'm a jazz musician, was how I was taught. So we play in flats mostly, and like B flat is the saxophone key, the horn key, the jazz key. So nobody calls it A sharp, but my good friend here, my MIDI accompaniment, calls everything sharps, which is a great contradiction. But anyway, I call it B flat. It is B flat, so it consists of B flat or A sharp, C sharp or D flat, and F, which are the 1, 3, and 5 of the B flat minor scale. Which has every black note, which is kind of interesting. I personally am very comfortable in this key, even though it looks very strange and is very similar to B minor or major, which is also very weird looking and has every black note. But for a lot of people, I could see how it could be scary because, for one, the shape is totally different. You do not have the standard white note, white note pattern. You have 2 black notes and a white note. And this is one of 2 chords, 2 major or minor triads that have the 5th being a different color than the root. The only other one is B. So every other chord, the 5th and the root are the same color till you get to those 2. So very interesting. But yes, B flat minor, beautiful chord, a lot of body, very deep and kind of mysterious. I love it. So anyway, how do you play it? Well, I actually wouldn't play it the usual way with thumb on top. And the reason is you've got to push your wrist up really far in your hand. Kind of you got to angle it to get your thumb on the B flat. And I'm used to that because I've been playing piano for a while. But for people starting out, I would actually suggest play it with your pointer finger, middle finger, pinky. And your thumb's just hanging, it's okay. But feel free to try that as well if you want a bit more of a hand workout. So anyway, that's how I do it. Inversions get a little weird. And in your left hand, as always, it's the opposite. So pinky, middle. Wait, okay. Oh my God. Sorry about that. Left hand is actually not the opposite in this one instance because the thumb would end up on a white note. So your left hand is the usual arrangement for a chord, which is pinky, middle finger, thumb. So funky one. Definitely one to practice, but great to know if you're getting into things like blues or jazz. So definitely spend some time on it. Anyway, the inversions, they get weird because root position, obviously, as we said, the finger position is different. When you go to first inversion, I would actually go back to a sort of normal finger position, but not really because I'm not playing my middle finger there. Reason being, I honestly don't know. I find this more ergonomic. And that would be thumb, pointer, ring finger, pinky finger. And then when I get up here, again, pretty weird, not playing my pinky on top because I just don't find it as ergonomic, probably because of the black note on the top and the asymmetrical shape of the whole chord. So I'm doing thumb, middle, ring finger, and then we're back here. And I know, total contradiction, I just said, play it like this. Really depends on where you are on the piano, because up here this feels pretty straight, it's in line with my arm, but down here it puts me at this weird angle. So all of this is totally variable. I don't say this enough, but everything in music is subjective, and nobody says that enough. So whatever works for you. If one of these is totally painful and terrible, please don't hurt yourself. Don't think you're doing anything wrong. Just find what works for you. But the important part is that you're consistent. If you find a finger position that works, even if it's crazy, even if this is what works for you, just practice it, so you get used to it. I don't know why this would work for you, but I'm not going to judge. It might. So anyway, that's how you play it. That's how you play the inversions. Weird chord, but great to know. So anyway, left hand. Yeah, whatever that is. Yeah, sorry. I'm not going to get too in-depth there because it's pretty much the same thing as your right hand. But anyway, yep, that's the chord. That's the inversions. and let me show you a few exercises. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you will know these are good old exercises of the arpeggio. Please don't do it that fast. Use metronome. 120. That's where you should start. Just play it on the quarter notes. You can do just the 3. And what this helps is it helps your fingers get used to the notes, the shape of them, like on the keyboard, and it just helps you get that muscle memory of that shape physically. So that's a great one. Also, inversions, solid. Another great one. And then lastly, every other note of the chord, much more advanced and fun. And you can fill in any other possible thing you could think of. You could do octaves. These are just suggestions. And really what I'm trying to do is fuel you to practice some type of exercise at all. Because if you don't do that at all, you will have problems. Trust me, I used to try that. I would say, oh, I played this scale once, I'm good to go. Get on a song that's in that key, total flop. You need to drill, Not going to say you need to practice 12 hours a day, and I will tell you, I don't practice this that much anymore. So if you practice for a couple months, really just drilling the shape, you will get it down and it will become much easier. So there is hope if you're someone who does not enjoy practicing 12 hours a day, which, who does? Anyway, that's the chord, inversions, a few exercises. Let me put it in context of a jam.